I'm Steve Forbes, and this is What's Ahead. Well, it was really no surprise. Joe Biden has now officially withdrawn from the presidential race. This, of course, raised a number of questions. Who will be the Democratic nominee? President Biden endorsed his Vice President Kamala Harris. However, there's now chatter that Michelle Obama may enter the race, and that would set up a fight at the Democratic convention. President Biden, of course, endorsed his vice president, unlike President Obama. When Joe Biden wanted to run and succeed Obama in 2016, President Obama made it quite clear he didn't want him to do it and endorsed instead his former Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton. If Michelle Obama does gain traction as a candidate, prepare yourself for another surprise, and that is Joe Biden leaving the presidency so that his Vice President Kamala Harris becomes the 47th President of the United States. There is no way a Democratic convention would turn its back on an incumbent president, particularly a woman of color, who was already formerly Vice President and served faithfully for 4 years. This, of course, then leads to who will Kamala Harris pick, or who will Michelle Obama pick for Vice President? Most probably a moderate governor, at least by Democratic Party standards. Those possibilities would include Jared Polis of Colorado, Roy Cooper of North Carolina, Andy Beshear, governor of Kentucky. Both of Kentucky and North Carolina are red states. But don't expect Governor Newsom of California or Governor Whitmer of Michigan being on either the top or the bottom of the ticket. It'll be somebody relatively unknown who has no taint from the current Biden administration. Of course, Republicans think that they could beat whoever the Democrats put up, but they shouldn't be too overconfident. They must do what they did at the convention and portray a party that is growth-oriented, future-oriented, emphasizing, as Ronald Reagan did, tax cuts, rebuilding our regulation, deregulating the economy, building on what President Trump did in his first term, but even in more exciting and dramatic fashion. You can never take anything for granted in politics today, as Sunday's events once again underscored. I'm Steve Forbes. Thanks for listening. Look forward to being with you soon again.
Sorry,
Yeah,
And then you
so
said,
so something I also want to show you guys. Yeah. So because what Steve Forbes just said, I believe that's what his name is. It's very important, for those who don't know. Yeah, the current president of the United States, President Joe Biden, has withdrawn from the race, 2024 presidential race, and endorses Vice Kamala Harris. And it should be a concern to anybody that wants peace, or to want the war not to end up in a nuclear bomb, or nuclear catastrophe, or nuclear holocaust, or nuclear Armageddon. Or apart from that, basically, what is going on in the Eastern Europe is affecting the entire world. Especially those of Russia and Nigeria. It has affected the fuel pump price. Not just fuel, basically all the pump fuel in Nigeria now, diesel, petrol, kerosene, they've all been affected, because of that war. So, then people are dying in that war. Unnecessarily being slaughtered because of United States policy. So, foreign policy, and which is currently being encouraged by the current administration in the United States. So if Kamala Harris comes in, it's suspected that that will continue. It will continue to escalate, to fund the war, to want it to continue, so that strategically they will defeat Russia. That's their mission. So that should be a concern why I say it's a concern is in as much as I was surprised that Donald Trump beat Hillary Clinton then. It was the first time a man actually uh, won on a race when a man and a woman is competing on a political level. That was like the first time, especially considering it's a secular state. There are countries or community you could say it's okay because of tradition, culture, or religion. You know, the majority will always vote for a man because of men are expected to be the leaders. But this is a secular state, so one thing you should understand now is going to be about identity politics first, meaning gender, race, then ideology, gender, race, ideology. In terms of ideology, I'm talking about progressiveness, wokeness, and the rest. And I mean, you'll be surprised that as not as a consensus that the current vice president, is not competent. That's what many people are saying. I have no knowledge on that. I can't say anything about it. I don't know. I hardly even watch her where she talks or anything. So I can't say anything about her competency. But then, that's what people who have known her even before she became vice president and the rest are saying. So she is going to use that being a female to run against Trump, and if care is not taken, she's going to win because she's going to pull a lot of votes, as you see on the screen right now. She's going to pull number one. Majority of female are going to vote for her. The women they have this hive mind. You know, uh, they don't care. Once you're a woman, they're going to vote for you. Even if just the idea that a fellow woman is in power, that just that satisfaction is enough. Even if her being there is going to bring destruction to her or things she care about or to their country, that doesn't matter at that time. I mean, they are not responsible for their votes or consequences of their vote. Remember, I said that in the last video. So why is it a problem? So they are going majority, especially when you talk about race. She's a Well, some people say she's not a black, but based on her color, she could identify as a black. And then majority of black women, going to vote. Then most other women from other races will also vote. Hey, female in power, you know, women empowerment. So they will see it as first time in history, woman becoming a president in America, USA. They will overwhelmingly, most likely vote for her, considering they don't care about what is going on in Ukraine and Russia is none of their business. They probably don't even know exactly what's going on there. All they know that they are being told that Russia is a bad country, there is a dictatorial leadership, this and that. So, hey, keep voting, keep sending them money. I mean, even if eventually it comes to direct conflict between US and Russia, women have no business. It shouldn't be their wife because they are not the ones to be drafted, forcefully called or forced to go and die in Russia or Ukraine to fight against Russia if war comes. So they have nothing to suffer about it. So it's not their problem, you know. So that's why so for you to expect them to think logically about their vote is not possible because they have nothing to lose. I mean, all she needs to do now Kamala Harris is to pull victim card. You know, oh, we are being women are being subjugated to slavery. Our rights are being taken away. Remember what happened? Is it Joe Rogan? Is it Joe Rogan? No. About the Supreme Court verdict on abortion. That they're taking women's right away about their body. So if I'm a woman, vote for me so that I give you more rights for you to have a control, authority over your body. You abort your child anytime. In fact, at any stage, even if it's 12 months, 9 months, abort the child. She's going to pull all kinds of cards. Then, of course, pull the black card. Racism. Black people are suffering, So she's going to try to gain the votes of Black Americans. And then, of course, immigration. I even call it immigration, open borders. The more immigrants, or as Americans call it, illegal aliens. I mean, people who do not come into the country through the right channel, they come into the open borders. The more they come in, the more votes. Because Democrats are ensuring them that they will come in and they will give them welfare, allow them to, even make them citizens if possible, as long as they vote in Democrats. So why wouldn't they vote for Democrats? Because if you vote for Republicans who do not want you in to come in illegally, most likely will deport you. So the best you could do is to keep voting in Democrats so that you remain in that country. Since even though in every sane country that practices democracy, it's only citizens that vote in those countries. But in America, for some reasons, all of a sudden, you don't need to be an American citizen to vote because Democrats in power, that's what they want. So all these factors, trust me, may eventually make Republicans, I'm talking about Donald Trump, to lose this election. I'm not saying it's a fact. If you ask me who do I support, like I said, I've never voted, which is one of the issues. You say, yeah, you could call it an issue because men don't vote. Men hardly vote. People like me and so many other men. It's not like we don't have interest. But for some reasons, we look at it like, because for me, I don't even like democracy. So what's the point trying to support it? I don't want it. I don't want democracy. Don't like it, I don't want it. Some men, they may have their own reasons. Maybe they believe their votes don't count. So why bother participate? So, one of the reasons why I don't like democracy because of this. Identity politics, even here in Nigeria, we suffer same issue. Ethnicity, religion is what determines the votes in Nigeria. Majority or most of the time, ethnicity and religion. So, same card, something similar will be pulled in US. It's just that religion will not be applied here. But then race, gender. I would say it's an issue. Men hardly vote, so majority of women will vote because they have the right to vote. But men, even though men have the right, most times they choose not to participate. So as it is, I don't know, man. You said, who do you support? I mean, Donald Trump has his issues, but then he doesn't want a World War III. Doesn't want the world to vanish because of what is going on in Ukraine and Russia. So, I mean, every man knows, even me as I stay here, I know if World War III starts to move, one or the other countries will be forced to align with, depending on the party that is or party countries involved in the fight, they won't want you to stay neutral. In that case, if you know it, your government might align with one of the party involved in the war, and then you'll be forced and be chipped out to go and fight, which happened in the past. First World War, is it First World War, Second World War? Yeah, one of my uncles was told up and taken to go and fight for in Europe, where he knows nothing about. He had never even traveled out of Europe until that war just came and took them all the way from here in Anambra State, here in Nigeria. So you'll be surprised, and I'll go and die for what? Because somebody who doesn't even understand, or people who don't even understand what they are voting for, voted somebody who doesn't care about uh, World War III, who probably may even want to actually World War III to actually happen. Because, like I said, they have nothing to lose. They will be well protected. So, it might happen, might not. I mean, apart from nuclear war or World War III, the entire world is suffering because of that war. So many things can pass to this and that economy. Right now, even with Nigeria that deals majority of exports, no imports into Nigeria, they are from China. Yet we cannot trade with China with their currency or their currency to lower the exchange rate, which will also make these things to be very cheap in Nigeria. And then takes care of inflation. And I mean, the economy will grow as in people will spend less. But as it is, we are being forced to trade with dollar because nobody wants to be in the black book of USA. So the best way to do is to keep following them. So that's why that war is very important, because BRICS is already on. So member states can trade among each other with currency or whatever plans or they choose, or any currency or means they choose. Nigeria, unfortunately, is not yet a member. So these are the things. That's why I'm saying whoever that becomes American president matters a lot, because it's not just about America. Every other part of the world. I mean, even China, as big as China is facing kind of there could be a war tomorrow between US and China because of US foreign policy, because of administrators in US, the White House, because of their policy poking China, the way they poked Russia, and then this Russia and Ukraine war started. The same thing could happen. I mean, look at this. The funny thing is, this is a poll. I don't know how true this poll is. This is I found this on Telegram channel from Slaviangat. So it could be true, it could be wrong, false. So the blue is Harris, Kamala Harris. The red is for Trump. So it said by gender, male, you could see. Look at what I'm saying. Male, 42% say they will vote for Trump. No, female, 42% say they will vote for Trump. Then male, 57%. So which is very close. It's not far, very close. Oh, hold on. Let me understand. Okay, it says male. 57% say they will vote for Trump. This among men. While 42% say they will vote for Harris. Now female. Now I see what I'm talking about. Female, 52% say they will vote for Harris. 47% say they will vote for Trump. Now ethnicity. The white said they will vote for white folks, both male and female, said they will vote for Harris. 58 said they will vote for Trump. Now blacks, you see what I'm saying? Identity. Because she looks black or she's black, whatever happens, I don't know. Some are claiming she's not. You can see identity politics. Race. 76% said they will vote for Harris, while 21%. So, in other words, majority of blacks are going to vote for Harris. You know what? Let's just say let's not be saying Harris, Trump. Just say Democrats, Republicans. So 76% will vote for the Democratic Party, 21% for Republican Party. Hispanic, that's traditional white. No, that's Hispanic is is it Latinos, something like that. 54%. You see, Harris 43%. I mean, it's by age group. Under 30, 62% will vote for Democrats. Yeah, it's expected because especially young men, probably from 25 years downward, or even up to 27. Mostly they will be simps. Yeah, they will be simps, white knights, even older men. But majority of these younger men will be simps. They will simp for women. So all they need is to see some. You'll be surprised. Most of these people that want to vote for Harris probably are checking off her picture. So why wouldn't they vote for her? Their sexual drive is what is pulling them. Determining where they should vote. Not necessarily because they like what her policy, or just because hey, she looks hot, or she's a woman. Oh, I like her body. Or I check off on her or her picture. Yeah, they'll vote for her. Or most likely their girlfriend or their wives are saying they will vote for Harris. So they will also convince, they don't even need to convince, just for the man, the boyfriend, to impress the girlfriend. He will go and vote for the candidate the girlfriend wants. That's why. So yeah, younger men, they are going to follow their sexual drive, not with their brain. That's the entire meaning of this. 30 to 44, you can see started coming up. Still high, then 45 to 64, you see. Men who are now started using their brain, that think more with their logical mind than it's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. So I just now it's not like Trump is perfect. I mean, as much as he doesn't want World War III, he doesn't like the war going on between Russia and Ukraine. He wants it to end quickly. That's in fact, if he has a means to do it today, he wants it to end. But then when you listen to what he says between Israel and Palestine, is it Palestine? Pakistan? No, Palestine. That Gaza. What's going on is it seems okay with that. What Israel is doing to Palestinians. But I was like, I mean, so it can't really. America is just. I mean, that's why I say when people talk about democracy, keep wondering. But then you look at two evils. You like one thing about Trump is not like he doesn't really like war. In as much as he's making some statement to show that what Israel is doing is not bad. I'm not saying that's what he's saying, but he's not condemning them. However, he has always been a businessman, and business means you don't make it unless you are into weapons, and your business has to do with ammunition. Then yeah, you want conflict, war to keep going, because the more we have war in the world, the more money you make. But in his own case, he doesn't, for so far, for what I've gathered, he doesn't do business on ammunition. So he has all kinds of businesses running. And war will kill such business, so he wouldn't want that. So yeah, I don't think he would like war. During his first 4 years tenure, there was no war. America didn't at least push or encourage war or went into war with any country. So I just hope that that's at least if he comes in, he might cool things down a little. And then actually Americans will enjoy one thing that, irrespective of whatever the foreign policy of Trump might be. His first tenure, the Americans actually enjoyed him. He was out for America. I don't need to be in America at that time to know. From what I could see, from what people were saying, they really enjoy. As in, it was a better country during his time in terms of economy. But since he left, look at what America has turned into. Like I said, I don't need to be America to know. Things are hard for them, just like they are hard for us over here. To some extent, prices have shoot up, prices of goods, fuel, so many things, name it. Economy is not smiling for Americans. So, I mean, whether the foreign policy will not be as perfect as we want, but at least domestically, he takes care of his country, which he did and proven. But Democrats, for some reason, I don't get there. They are after, pleasing. I don't know, because most of these voters will be surprised. Both the females and the younger ones. It's all about, trying to show, I'm in support. Political correctness, or what's the word I'm trying to look for? Yeah. Yeah. So, Republicans don't take things for granted. That's the entire message in this video. Don't take it for granted.